Emily, and this is my story. Like many others, I grew up in church, and I had a wonderful mom who always made sure I was either in church or doing a Bible study, personal Bible study. It never really fully clicked in for me. I knew who Jesus was, and I knew the ways to live for him, but it was just sort of a cycle for me. I would wake up on Sunday, go to Sunday church, wake up on Wednesday, go to Wednesday night church. It was just a cycle for me, and I got used to that cycle, and I got used to myself, living the Christian way, living the way I thought, Christians should live, and it just became a lie that I told myself that I was a real Christian, and that, that was pretty much it. I grew into a person who didn't love myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't love the way that I treated people. I was very, very harsh and mean in high school, especially in my first 2 years. I would, smile at you to your face and then go behind your back and say the worst things. And I knew that's what a Christian wasn't supposed to do, but I did it anyways. And it didn't bother me, and it didn't affect me. I was just kind of whatever about it. And I was living a facade. I was harsh and mean, and I just didn't love myself. I didn't love people. I just didn't really care, and that didn't bother me. And so it took me a while to realize that whereas I thought I had many friends and people who loved me, it turns out I didn't have anyone at all. And that took until this year actually to realize that I needed to take myself off a pedestal that I had put myself on. And it was actually a couple months ago, Josh was speaking on being a lamb that Jesus, the one lamb that Jesus sought after, or the shepherd sought after, and basically you yourself being that sheep, and Jesus was coming after you. And it just kind of sunk in that, I needed to fully devote myself. I needed to actually sit down and, talk things out with God, just basically give my life over to him and take myself off that pedestal. And it was back in September, and I remember just thinking, it's time to put my pride down and stop being just a selfish person. And so I did that, and I just most of the time I prayed that prayer. I prayed it 100 times, and every time whenever I prayed that prayer, I would always be crying, or I felt like nothing had changed. But whenever I prayed it that time, I was just overcome with joy, and I was happy. I couldn't stop smiling or laughing. I was excited to tell people about it, and that was very different from every other time that I prayed it. I would say that life today, I still go through times where I don't like myself. I don't think I'm worthy of God's love. But then I hear something or I read something, and it reminds me that God loves me no matter what. And there are still times where I judge people in my mind, and I hate to admit that, because Christians aren't supposed to do that, but we fail every day. It says it in the Bible that we're gonna fail every day, but God loves us so much that's just all wiped away. We're forgiven as long as we ask him for forgiveness, and I'm excited to see how my life is changing. I'm loving people more. I'm talking about Jesus more, and it's exciting. I'm overcome with joy every day. Every morning when I wake up and realize that I get to live another day for him, it just makes me so excited. And And I hope that my story reaches someone, and I hope that, you know, you can get the courage to share your story. So that's my story. What's yours?